Welcome back to another instalment in New Zealand Bird of the Week. Today I will be talking about the rock wren, not to be confused with the North American birds of the same name. They, alongside the equally tiny rifleman, make up a unique family of birds which were once much more diverse in New Zealand's pre-human past. I hope you enjoy. Wrens are very small ground-feeding birds that are as of now exclusively found in the Southern Alps, making them New Zealand's only truly alpine bird, although subfossil remains suggest that there was once a population of North Island birds, as well as evidence that they once called the South Island's lowland forests as home. Rock wrens are part of a distinct group of birds known as the Anchithisidae, which up until 1,000 years ago once included 7 species in 5 genera, with only it and the rifleman surviving up to the present day. While looking similar to other species of wren, rock wren are completely genetically distinct and have no close relation or ties to other wrens around the rest of the world, thus not being true wrens. Small and practically tailless, rock wrens are small alpine birds with rounded wings and long legs and toes to navigate around their preferred alpine habitats. Males are dull green above and grey-brown below with yellow flanks, with females being slightly plainer, being mainly olive-brown in colour. Weighing in at about 16 grams for males and 20 grams for females, they pale in comparison to other birds that are known as small. For example, a house sparrow averages around 24 through 40 grams, meaning that a full-grown house sparrow weighs twice as much as an adult female rock wren, really showing how small these birds really are. Rock wrens are patchily distributed through alpine and subalpine areas of the South Island, being most common within the Southern Alps from Fiordland through Southwestland, Mount Aspiring and Mount Cook National Parks. Rock wrens often bob vigorously, along with wind flicks for communication, with small chirps mixed in between. As well as this, rock wrens are weak flyers and instead rely on hopping and running to make their way around their rocky habitat. Rock wrens are found from 900 to 2,500 metres in altitude, where habitat varies from dense subalpine scrub through to talus where stable rockfalls are interspersed with low shrubbery. Because of their remoteness from human habitation, their population size is not yet known, but it is likely not very high, as I will get into later. Rock wren pairs maintain a year-round territory and do not migrate to lower elevations in winter like other birds, instead sheltering and weathering out the harsh alpine winds underneath the rockfalls beneath the snow layer. Rock wrens maintain a year-round territory and work alongside each other to build a large enclosed nest with an entrance tunnel that allows a pair of birds easy access both in and out of the area. Nests are lined with feathers from a variety of species, with one nest in the 1930s comprising of over 791 feathers, compiled all into one structure, mostly taken from weka, but including some of kiwi, kakapo, kia and kereroo. Around 3 eggs are laid in late spring, which are then incubated for 3 weeks. Once hatched, rock wrens consume a variety of invertebrates on the ground, as well as berries and seeds and the occasional sip of nectar from flax flowers. Unfortunately for the birds, they are endangered, mostly because of their disjunct distribution and their habit of hole nesting on the ground, which leads to easy predation of their vulnerable eggs and young, making the species vulnerable to local extinctions. Rock wren nests are frequently attacked by mice and especially stoats, but this was all unknown until recently. It was presumed, because of its remote alpine habitat, that rock wrens were safe from extinction from introduced pests, but this could not be further from the truth. Farmer and pioneering conservationist Henry Guthrie Smith stated the following about rock wren survivability. Xenicus gilviventris, I'm glad to think, is one of the species likely to survive changes that from the foresters and field naturalists' point of view have desolated New Zealand. The ravages wrought elsewhere by deer, rabbits, opossums, birds and other imported vermin are unlikely to affect the welfare of the rock wren. Even weasels and rats, and I know they ascend to great heights, are hardly likely to draw sufficient recompense and prey from such unpeopled solitudes, With cover and food supplies unmodified, the rock wren may be considered relatively safe. Unfortunately for Henry, the rock wrens were most definitely not safe from predators. While rats and weasels have occasionally raided nests, none of these enemies are more numerous and deadly than stoats. Stoats, as we are going to find throughout a lot of future episodes, is that they are one of the biggest threats to our endemic biodiversity. They have been known to kill even when they are not hungry, and will kill anything in sight, making rock wrens incredibly vulnerable to attacks, leading to many local extinctions taking place over recent years. In areas where there is no predator control, around 85% of nests are successful in fledging young, but in areas where there is no predator control, nesting success is 0 through 30%, and populations are at a large risk of vanishing forever. Recent global warming doesn't help with the issue either, as warming temperatures will allow pests to more easily access and navigate rock wren strongholds, making them even more vulnerable as times change. Changes in distribution and the frequency of sightings make out a picture of rock wren decline, and conservation measures must definitely be increased to ensure their future survivability. Thanks for watching this instalment of New Zealand Bird of the Week. I truly hope you enjoyed it. For voting, you now have the opportunity to vote for the rare white heron, one of our most pristine bird species. In terms of content that isn't New Zealand Bird of the Week, I've been hard at work setting up brand new series for all of you to enjoy. I hope to start up a review series soon on a menagerie of prehistoric documentaries and other miscellaneous videos, as well as a brand new series that I've named Ancient Archive. It was originally going to be named Paleo Profile, but as most of you watching may know, that series name has already been taken. Anyway, I can't wait to bring you more science-based content in the future. I hope that you, the viewer, consider subscribing, and if you already are, be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. See you later.